Hey guys, how you guys doing? My name is Yaotzin. I fight out of the MMA lab in Glendale, Arizona.
Hi, my name is Chris. I fight out of the lab in Glendale, Arizona.
I started wrestling up in high school as a freshman, and from there I just always liked the contact, man. I love wrestling, one-on-one sport. You lose, it's your fault. You win, you win on your own. And I've always liked contact as I was little. Right after high school, I kept on wrestling, helped coach at a high school, and from there I started just watching UFC fights, friends that were boxers. After that I just started liking, the UFC fights, and from there I just started training with Efrain and my brother Victor and some other guys at Southwest MMA. From there we just, half of us moved over here and just started training with the lab, and been here since then, and just love training with these guys, and I'm here now, and this is where I'm going to stay.
I kind of got into MMA. I wrestled originally. I had an older cousin who used to beat up me, so he was a wrestler, so I started wrestling and stopped that. Eventually I just kind of grew a love for wrestling. I ended up meeting a buddy of mine named Jared Dr. Lero, who was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the time. Didn't wrestle, but I'm a wrestler, so he grappled, I wrestled him to the ground, and then all of a sudden he armbarred me. So I kind of knew what he knew about Jiu-Jitsu, and then he introduced me to the UFC, some of the old Gracie fights. And as time went on, Ultimate Fighter came big, and we started, pay-per-views became more often. So I started watching, became a fan, and then really more than anything, I just started because I wanted to get back into wrestling shape. I was overweight, kind of just bored of just lifting weights, and so I came in and started doing jiu-jitsu. Thought it would be something like wrestling, and figured out it was and it wasn't. And then I started doing some stuff with some kickboxing, and then just everything kind of evolved and picked up. Eventually one day it was like, why don't we compete? And it became, well, why don't you come to the fight scene? Why don't you? And it eventually just evolved and grew. A positive influence in my life when I was younger probably have to be my high school wrestling coach. I know that sounds a little cliche. Everybody kind of says that, but for me, I grew up as a single parent household. My dad passed away when I was 5 years old due to some drug issues, and eventually as I got older, my mom's 5'0". At 12 years old, I was already taller and weighed more than her. I mean, she couldn't really push me around anymore, and with nobody there to put me in my place. So as soon as wrestling came into my life, kind of gave me a little direction. But all of a sudden now I was a punk kid who could learn how to wrestle now in middle school. So things kind of got worse starting off until I got into high school, and this is where I met my high school coach. His name's Steve Linscomb, and I never had anybody make me feel bad for simple things. I didn't even think of just common courtesy, giving back, and just working hard because it's the right thing to do. It never even occurred to me or crossed my mind that things like that even mattered, and just self-reliance and independence and to give and all these things, beyond yourself, I guess. And I have to really contribute a lot of that in some of my success now and how I am as a person now due to what he put me through during my high school years on the wrestling team with him.
The one influence in my life was the same with me. It was my wrestling coach in high school. We had just moved from California as a freshman, and when I moved to California, from California to Flagstaff, I thought I was just, tough, whatever, streetwise. And Coach Gianola, he seen me walking through the hallways, and he asked me, hey, come wrestle for me. You look pretty tough. Come try it out. I went in there, tried it out. I didn't kind of quit the first week. I didn't like the singlet, whatever. But he just stayed on top of me, you know, always asking me, gave me wrestling shoes. Finally, I just stuck with it, man. I just started wrestling, you know, learning stuff. And he always just, the good thing was that he just stayed on me, you know, not to quit. You know, he'll, you know, gave me the shoes, pay for my physical, and just kept on helping me out, kept on making me be there. And usually I would just quit, and other coaches or other people wouldn't really, you know, have the time to go chase you and try to get you to stay there. And he just stayed on me every time, and you know, I realized that he really cared, and from there I just kept on wrestling, and he changed my life. You know, he got me to wrestle, and that's who I am now. You know, that's why I got that competitive attitude, and that's why I like the sport, because of him.